War is already terrifying, but imagine discovering that the enemy cannot die. On the night before D-Day, soldiers jump into darkness. They expect bullets. They expect death. They do not expect monsters. Would you survive this mission? A military aircraft cuts through the stormy sky over Nazi-occupied France. Inside the plane, American soldiers prepare for a dangerous mission. Their goal is clear. Land behind enemy lines. Destroy a German radio tower. Among them is Boyce Young, nervous, and clearly unready for war. The plane is suddenly attacked. Bullets rip through metal. Fire spreads fast. Men are killed before they can even stand. The jump signal flashes. Soldiers leap into the dark sky. Boyce hesitates, then jumps. He crashes violently into a tree and hangs upside down, bleeding and alone. The mission has already turned into survival. Boyce frees himself and moves through the forest. Gunfire echoes in the distance. He meets Ford, a calm and experienced soldier. More survivors gather, but many are missing. They realize they are deep in enemy territory with limited weapons and no backup. The group moves toward a nearby village. Everything feels wrong. No voices, no animals, only silence. The soldiers quietly enter a small house on the edge of the village. Inside, they find Chloe and her young brother, hiding in fear. Chloe is shaking, holding a knife. Ready to defend her brother at any cost. She does not trust the soldiers at first. They are enemies in her land, and enemies bring death. Boyce lowers his weapon. He shows fear, not aggression. Slowly, Chloe lets them inside. The house becomes a temporary safe zone. But danger is close. The soldiers block windows. They whisper. They listen. Boyce notices strange sounds outside. Suddenly German boots. A Nazi patrol stops right outside Chloe's house. Everyone freezes. Chloe hides. Her brother behind a wall. Boyce hides in the kitchen, barely breathing. The German officer enters the house. He smiles politely. But his eyes search every corner. The tension is unbearable. The officer touches the table, looks at Chloe, moves closer to the hidden room. Boyce prepares to attack. At the last second, another German calls the officer outside. The patrol leaves. No one moves for several seconds. Breathing returns. But now they know they are not safe. Later, the soldiers leave the house to scout. They are ambushed by German troops. A violent gunfight erupts in the village. One soldier is grabbed. Boyce sees the enemy raising a weapon. He fires. The German falls. Boyce freezes. This is his first kill. Back in Chloe's house, Boyce sits alone. His hands shake. His eyes are empty. Chloe sees his pain. She does not judge him. She understands war takes something from everyone. This moment changes Boyce. Ford explains the mission to Chloe. She reveals the truth. The Germans took over the church. They brought trucks at night. People disappeared. She heard screams underground. The soldiers enter the church and discover a hidden laboratory. Human bodies are used as experiments. Blood, machines, needles. A test subject awakens. Bones break then heal. The creature attacks. Gunfire barely stops it. This is no longer war. This is evil. The base goes into lockdown. Mutated soldiers are released. The village turns into a battlefield. Fire, explosions, screams. Ford chooses to stay and finish the mission. Boyce wants to run, but remembers Chloe, her brother, the innocent people. He stays. Boyce climbs the radio tower under heavy fire, bullets rip past him, he plants explosives. Below, Ford fights the enemy leader in a brutal close combat battle, strength against determination. The tower explodes. The base collapses. Fire consumes everything. Morning arrives. The nightmare is over. Boyce survives. He is no longer afraid. He has seen true horror, and chose to stop it. Fear is natural. Courage is choosing to act despite fear. Evil survives when people stay silent, but it ends when someone stands up. Final question to audience. If you were hiding in that house, would you fight to stop evil, or escape and save only yourself? Comment below.